Have you ever wondered why a benevolent God would utilize a brutal nation as an instrument of punishment? This conundrum finds its roots in the book of Isaiah, one of the historical and prophetic books of the Bible. The book of Isaiah, penned by the prophet Isaiah himself around 723 BC, offers a profound exploration of the history of Judah and Jerusalem. It addresses the sins of the people, warns of God's impending judgment, and promises his salvation. Let's delve into the 10th chapter of the book of Isaiah. Here, the Lord declares his intention to use the military powerhouse Assyria to chastise Israel. The prophet Isaiah is tasked with delivering this warning to the northern kingdom of Israel. In the eyes of the Israelites, this is a profound humiliation. The rod God uses to punish them is the Assyrians, a nation that worships foreign gods and is considered merciless and irredeemably wicked. But why would God do this? Well, the Israelites had ignored God's laws. The ruling class was oppressive, the moral fabric of society was disintegrating, and vulnerable groups such as the poor, orphans, and widows were consistently exploited. This situation brings to mind an ancient Chinese proverb from the Ming dynasty: "There is always a higher hand among the strong, and a harsher grinder for the wicked." This means that there is always someone stronger than the strong, and someone more wicked to deal with the wicked. Now, it is commonly believed that God represents good, and that the battle between good and evil always ends with the triumph of good. However, the book of Isaiah presents a different perspective, suggesting that God can use evil to discipline evil. This revelation challenges the dualistic view that the world is divided into two opposing forces: God, who is good, and the devil, who is evil. This binary narrative is insufficient to encapsulate the multifaceted nature of our God, who transcends 3 dimensions, 4 dimensions, and even multiple dimensions. Understanding this concept will help dispel the misconception that simply doing good is enough. The world isn't just divided into good and evil camps. Each individual, community, and nation harbors both good and evil. The difference lies in the ratio. Christian faith isn't just about discussing good and evil. If faith were a garden, good and evil would merely be a single tree within it. The crux of Christian faith is life, God's life, the reborn life. Every religion has its own external standards for judging good and evil. But in Christian faith, God doesn't just give us an external standard. He gives us a new life. With this new life, we gain a new perspective. We no longer rely solely on dualistic oppositions, or judge solely based on right and wrong, good and bad. Instead, we act according to God's will, doing things that glorify God and benefit people. To summarize, the book of Isaiah presents a complex and nuanced view of God's use of evil for discipline. It challenges traditional dualistic views and emphasizes that the Christian faith is about more than just good versus evil. It's about life, God's life. And this life gives us a new perspective, allowing us to act according to God's will and for the benefit of others.